Hi, welcome to the market overview for the 11th of Feb 2014. And in today's market overview, we'll start off by looking at the daily chart and also what happened yesterday. As I said in yesterday's market view, it could be quiet because of the lack of news, and boy, was I right. In fact, it was probably the most quiet, boring day I think we've seen in a long time. In fact, it was so boring after the first trade, I decided to call it a day unless there was any sort of left of field news coming out. The market would remain sideways, which in fact is what it did. So we can see this from the daily chart. Prices were sideways yesterday. You can see this with a very narrow range compared to the previous days when we'd had some sort of volatility to accompany and create some sort of a move. So nothing there for yesterday. If we look at the 30-minute chart for yesterday, we can see that we had a potential short, which I spoke of and that I took during the recording. The market traded lower. I'm just going to mark this back up for you so you can see what happened. And when the market managed to break down to here, it didn't go down to the DP level. I saw the green bar, and what I did was put in a 50% above the green bar because that's showing strength coming back into the market, even though the volume wasn't particularly great. And you can see there that brings it towards the entry price. And you could have done the same with this sell as well. Let me just delete this trade and mark up the long. You can see the market just filled it there. I'll just move this over. So you can see the market filled it, and then we have the red bar coming down, and the market touching the stop there. Excuse me. So the market was struggling with the close from the previous day, and again, as the market was so quiet and more or less predictable and it's not going to do much, you could reduce the loss from the 23 pips down to reduce it by another 2-3 pips just to get out of the trade. The market did come back towards the break even there, but it took all night to get to the scalp area there. So a very boring day, to say the least, as far as the pound was concerned yesterday, and the markets as a whole. It was unusually quiet, and no doubt that's due in part for today, waiting for Yellen to testify later on this afternoon at 3 p.m. So that's probably what the market's waiting for, to see if she's going to say there's going to be more tapering, or she's going to start printing again, or whatever the reason may be. And there's no news out this morning either. So we've had the BRC retail sales monitor, which came out just after midnight, and no doubt this is the bar that's showing that, if I can find the right thing in a second, we've got there, that's the 01 bar. So this is the reaction after the news at 1 minute past midnight there. Took a while for it to happen, but that would suggest that that is exactly what happened there. So really a quiet day for the market yesterday. A bit more volatility this morning. Let's just hope that there's a bit more that can be maintained. And in fact, we can see how many failed signals, not failed, but not fill signals that we have here as well. So just very quiet, and there's not a lot we can do about that. But hopefully from today, or today onwards, when Yellen has spoken, we should see some market reaction to her words, and that means that we'll get a few more trades as well. So very brief this morning. There's not a lot to report as far as this is concerned. Just a few housekeeping things. If you've not opened an account or live trading account with GKFX, then consider doing this. They have that 300 rebate offer on at the moment. Well worth having. Especially if you're starting off trading, let them soak up the first £300 worth of losses should they occur. So it's useful cushion to have. Leave your comments on the YouTube site as well. More than happy to get back and chat as well. So just let me know. Okay, have a good day. Let's hope Yellen says something that will move the markets. And all things being equal, see you tomorrow. And as ever, thanks for watching.